Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Josh Atkinson, and I am a professional oil painter, portrait painter specifically. And today's time-lapse subject is going to be the one and only, if I can get this in frame, Sasha Colby. You may know Sasha Colby from season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race. You may know her from Miss Continental, which, well, I guess there's the potential you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some contemporary drag competition arenas, and Sasha Colby is very well regarded in there for her performance, for her point of view as an artist, for her professional. I am a big fan, so I wanted Sasha Colby to be my first drag portrait time lapse on this website, Grandpa, on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Oh God. Anyway, I'm here for painting, not talking. So this is a 12 by 8 oil painting on a sheet of canvas, and yeah, I hope you get something out of it. So without further ado, here's the time lapse. So here is the reference image. It is a still frame from an episode of season 15 of Drag Race. It's the episode where all of the queens have to lip sync each other and someone ends up going home. Needless to say, everyone was most afraid of going up against Sasha. I am starting with my kind of half-educated appropriation of the Andrew Loomis circle. Um, Sasha's gaze is directed a little down. You can see her chin is tucked toward her clavicle. I'm talking like a doctor. It's tucked. Um, and I don't mean that in the drag sense. Anyway, um, her chin is pointed down, so the rest of her face is pointed down. So the line for where her eyebrow or eyes, that's the thing with Andrew Loomis. I don't know if the line indicates the eyebrows or the eyes themselves, whatever. Um, the line of her eyes is was toward further down in the circle than in the direct middle. Anyway, so yeah, this is my first, as I said, I think in the um, introduction to this video. This is my first YouTube time lapse video of painting a drag performer. I've been doing it for a while, and there are some unique challenges because drag makeup is designed to convey, um, well, illusions. Um, Sasha's gorgeous with or without makeup, so that's not the illusion she's putting across. But where her eyebrows might naturally be, she has painted over them. I am not an expert in drag makeup, but I mean, I've had to kind of break it down a bit more than the average Drag Race fan might. Um, so, uh, so anyway, so her makeup is, as they say, snatched back. Um, the black liquid liner is kind of that cat liner. It's brought uh, up to create more of a, I don't know. I don't know why certain shapes and angles are considered feminizing um, by whoever's standards, but I don't know, whatever. It just is kind of the consensus. You know, they bring the eye shape up and back, the cheeks up and back, make the lips either drawn bigger or I've heard one or two drag queens might even use surgical enhancements on lips. I've only heard that. I can't confirm that. Um, you know, bigger false eyelashes that are also angled the same way that the black liner is. Anyway, my point is just when you're painting a drag performer, you have to paint. It's not as simple as painting a person without this level of makeup on. Your knowledge of facial anatomical structures, you know, nose cartilage and brow ridge bones and fat deposits under the eyes and the cheeks, whatever, jawline. that's less helpful because drag queens and drag kings, uh, I can't speak for all of them, but many typically they are putting hours of work and really years of craft, of effort, of practice and study into changing their features into their drag character. Um, so in portraiture, one does, of course, aim to flatter. Maybe that's the wrong word, but I don't think someone who commissions me is going to be happy if I hand them a painting and they look, you know, unattractive. But although actually, I in the coming weeks you'll see that I kind of have a thing for um, painting very pretty people looking really ugly. I would never do that with a drag performer because it just would feel kind of disrespectful because of, like I said, all the hours of makeup that they've put into perfecting their aesthetic. But anyway, I'm rambling. Um, there's the lashes. You get the thinnest brush you have, just a couple bristles, and you thin out some black paint, and you put just the right amount of lashes. It's really easy. It's really easy to make them look fake, which they are, but you have to make them look as real as Sasha Colby has, obviously. You can it's that human tendency to create patterns, like the eyelashes look much more real if you don't just make them look like a picket fence, like one, two, three. You got to make them look a little uh, more random. And a lot of queens will stack their lashes, and so they look randomized and obviously more voluminous. I do love uh, this light because it allowed me to. It cast a bit of a, I don't know. It backlit her hair, which is Sasha's maybe most famous feature. She does really just thoughtful, detailed um, dance performances that involve uh, really just cool hairstyles. And yeah, so anyway, this is her, I don't know, signature, dare I say signature ponytail. She did a lot of fun things with it on this episode. My favorite thing that she said during this past year, which is when her season was airing, she actually said it during the Roscoe's viewing party on YouTube. The hosts asked, I guess, like something like, who would she be from the cast? Who would she be most anxious to go up against in a lip sync? And she just said, "Line them all up. I'll take them all down one by one." And I was like, "Oh my god!" It wasn't bragging. It was just confidence. It was the confidence of having put in the years of work. And this nose, okay, so I just fixed a nostril. Looking head on, it would be the right nostril. Um, and it was wrong. It was too far up. And so I just brought it down a moment ago. And it kind of fixed everything for me. She had a bit of a sneer the way that I had it before. And Sasha Colby doesn't need to sneer. She doesn't need to, like, stare a competitor down. She doesn't have to pretend. She doesn't have to intimidate. Like, all she needs to do in order to intimidate is show up being Sasha Colby. So this is the finished painting, and you saw how I got there. Well, I hope you got something out of that. I haven't recorded the voiceover yet, but chances are I have rambled about tangents that may or may not have anything to do with oil painting or Sasha Colby or YouTube or drag or anything. But that's why it would be so great if you could leave comments or questions. But anyway, I hopefully explained why I have so much admiration for this artist. I just think she's a star, and so I wanted her to be my first drag painting quote unquote tutorial. on my YouTube channel, even though I don't want to say that this is like the definitive way to paint Sasha Colby. This is how I have painted Sasha Colby. Um, anyway, blah, blah, blah. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.